Jimmy, he current defensive coordinator up at Northwestern University there in St. Paul. I recruited him. Brad and I took a trip up there, and I remember being at his house, and Jimmy was tying flies, I think, and talking fish, and he and Brad were talking fishing, and I was thinking about hiring a coach. He was working for the Northwest Airlines, and I don't know that he ever anticipated becoming a coach and being a coach the rest of his life. But he was the right guy to bring in at the right time for me because I was really struggling with getting someone to run the defense permanently. And he came in '87, and that year wasn't so glorious, but the next year was we went undefeated, and a lot of it had to do with how Jimmy brought the defense around, and we ended up making the playoffs for the first time then. So anyway, Jimmy Miller, we're going to listen to you. Okay, thanks for being on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Coach. It's just seeing you, seeing Coach Polis. It's kind of a blast from the past. Is that I know Brad was the one that really kind of encouraged me to get back into coaching, and I was working at the airlines at the time, and I think about I think about you trying to you took a shot at hiring a guy that hadn't been in coaching for 3 years and bringing me in. But yeah, it changed my life, Coach. And both you and Brad have been great mentors and friends, and just guys that I really look up to. So neat to be able to hear all these guys talk, and kind of a kind of a similar thread through everyone, a little bit different. But I just wrote down a couple things, Coach, and I wrote down is that what I learned from you is that you wanted to do football at a highly competitive level, and you also wanted to share Jesus with your players, and you did it in a very unique way. Is that I always admired how you kind of got that by. I look back, Coach, and some of the things I think about. I think about that little patch of grass that we have between the Stewart Center and what was the hall up there where the racquetball courts were in?
Pierce Hall.
Yeah, Pierce Hall. Is that we had that little plot of land out there, and we take the whole team out there, and we practice every day, and a lot of coaches would have complained, and I never heard you complain about that. In fact, you kind of liked that we had that little bit of turf because we were so close, and we were able to rub elbows with one another. Is that we didn't have a home field. We played out there at where all the high schools played, and I think did Augie play out there as well? I can't remember. Is that but we all played out that, so we didn't have a field to play on. But again, I never heard you complain about that. This has already been said, but I remember playing cribbage with Jay Wu and with Dave Anderson on any bus trip we went. And you would spend the whole time correcting math tests. Is that you'd be sitting up there with your bifocals on, with your red pin kind of crossing everything off. Is that that was kind of a great example to me. I remember one time you even drove the bus. You rather than hiring a bus driver, you drove it up to Dakota State, and you just about killed all of us trying to exit onto the exit off of there. As do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
I think we were on two wheels for a while. Is that this was one of my favorite. You and I went out to Wyoming recruiting. We were gone 3 weeks, and every night we'd stay in some type of someone's house that had some association with Sioux Falls, so they'd want to talk about Sioux Falls, and we've been recruiting all day. And I had a beautiful wife at home, just a newly born daughter that I wanted to get back to. It. I remember you just wanted to keep on going. Is that you had a work ethic that was unbelievable. But I just wrote down a verse, Coach. It's Proverbs 13:12. It's easy for me to remember because 13 minus 1 is 12. So it says, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is the tree of life." And to me, Coach, that's what you gave to all of us. Is that you gave us life, and you're a tree of life even today, getting us together like this. And what a treat for me to see some of these guys on the Zoom call. Is that some I haven't seen since I left the coop, but that's kind of what I wanted to share, Coach. And I think about the legacy that you've left. Is that you know, all of us on this thing, we're kind of you could call some of us your sons, and then some grandsons. And then there's probably a few on here that might even be great grandsons. So what a legacy, Coach, you've left. And I just want to thank you. Love you. And I'm proud to be able to call you my friend.
Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it. What you did to help me out at the right time was more than just coaching football, but you were really a true spiritual brother, you know, to be able to get close together with somebody a lot different in age. You accepted me and I accepted you for your youth, and I liked your youth because it inspired me. I know that. So